Hello everybody, welcome back to Mr. Boopsters' first annual Jankfest, Semifinal number 2. And there's a bunch of stuff on this map. Today, as you can see here, no green on the table because 3 of your decks won the quarterfinals, only one of mine did, and we just had that semifinals match. So this one is going to be blue-steel against the deck that really annoyed me almost the entire night. What was it called again? Amulet Maze Turbo Fog?
Amulet Maze Turbo Fog.
Yeah. So, of course, now I gotta play against this again. But that's alright. Maybe this deck has a better chance than the last one. We'll see. But I feel like this is my eternal punishment for something I did in a past life, is I just have to keep playing against decks I don't like. But, yeah. So that's this. Decider goes first. We're gonna roll our dice like we always do. And it's your turn. So I'm gonna go inside, I think. 9-7. I'm getting pretty good with these dice rolls.
Yeah, you had a 9 yesterday, too.
Yeah. Alright. So I'll go first. We'll see you in game 1. Alright, game 1. Show my hands. That's what I've got. And I feel compelled to also just mention how weird it is playing with sleeves that aren't a shade of green. Very strange.
We've got
Years.
those.
Whoop. Okay, so here's an island, and here's a lovely assistant. Pass turn.
A forest. And an amulet.
Okay,
Turbo.
draw. Blinky. And let's go for an Ethereum Sculptor. So scry 1. Yeah, get that. And yeah. Push for 1.
19.
Pass turn.
Simic Guildgate.
Mm-hmm.
And an Icecrown Scepter. Imprinting the Dawn Charm.
Okay.
And Turbo.
Untap. Draw. Plain Islands. Let's see here. Yep, that should be fine. 2 mana for a Chief Engineer. And then I will...
Everything Convoke.
1, 2, 3 for a Lodestone Golem.
Yep.
And then 1 for a Smuggler's Copter. Cheaper, of course, because of that. Could also just, I suppose, tap that. It's an option. That's it. Go ahead.
Untap.
Fortunately, you do have this whole Scepter Fog thing going.
How does this work with this? Do I need 3 mana now, though, for it?
No, I don't think so. Are you casting the...
without paying its mana cost? So it's not like an alternate.
No, it would just be 1 more, but you don't have to pay it, I think. So I don't think that gets taxed.
But any spell from my hand would
Yes.
still, yes.
Non-artifact.
Maze's End. And it is your go.
Alright. So clearly getting Fog this turn. Oh, I also forgot some scries on my assistant that I just realized because I cast a bunch of artifacts. Oh well.
Didn't you want to keep that card? Oh no, you had a draw there.
I had a draw there, yeah. So I should have done that. But this turn, we'll get you in the copter. Not that I think that's going to be relevant, but we'll do it. And
I mean, it's when it attacks, so you do get the loot still.
Yeah, that's true. And we will boosh with all of these men. Of course, doing the loot first.
Prevent all combat damage.
Yeah, it's not really. Well, actually, you know what? Discard Traxos. Yeah,
Or Traxos.
Combat damage is prevented, of course, as you said. And here's a Mausoleum Wanderer. Pass turn. Oh, I need to pay 2 for that.
3 mana to explore. Selesnya Guildgate. Boros Guildgate.
Yep.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw. Activate. Put the Wanderer in the Smuggler's Copter. Attack you.
Prevent all combat damage.
Sacrifice this and counter that unless you pay 1 or X's power, because that is still an instant or sorcery.
Yes, so.
So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I get the
Go to 7.
thing off Copter, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
That thing.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have been greedy with that Explorer.
Yeah, it's not really doing anything. Go ahead.
Three mana to activate Maze's End. So find the Gruul Guildgate. And the Maze's End is my land for the turn. Turgo.
That. Raw. Scrying is actually going to come in pretty handy, I think. Traxos. Scry 1. Bottom. So you obviously just have that again. Activate Copter with this. Attack with these guys. So, trigger on that.
Prevent all combat damage.
Discard Island. Yeah, that's it. Go.
Maze's End. And that one we do not have it. Is it Guildgate, however?
Yeah, I think my damaging days
Maze's
are done.
End. Turgo.
Untap. Draw. Oh, Traxos does not untap. Not that that's gonna really matter in a second. Yeah, I think that's right. 4.
I think I know what this is. It's gonna go all 8.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Walking Ballista.
Yep.
On 4. And why not? I will bash you for 5. Also, that is an artifact, so I get a scry and an untap, which I forgot about.
And we will prevent
Yes.
all combat damage.
Yep.
Untap. Draw for turn. Maze's End. Find the Forest Hub Guildgate. That was my hand, not the graveyard. It's not fetch land. And play it as my land for the turn.
Yep.
It is your go.
Untap. Draw. Leave that up. Activate Copter. Attack with just Copter.
So you don't have a Mausoleum Wanderer on the field.
Chief Engineer.
So this turn we can Maze's End.
Yep.
Find a Dimir Guildgate. Prevent all damage.
You got it. Or just grow that, probably. But I think you win this race. You got 7,
Essentially 8 with my land.
essentially 8. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. I don't think that really nets me anything fancy. Maze's End is my land for the turn. And it is your go.
And turn. Grow that to 5.
Mm-hmm.
Untap. Draw. Yeah. We'll get in the Copter. Tech.
Prevent all damage.
Yep. Here's an island. So my land for turn. Yeah. These are any good. Go ahead.
End of your turn. Maze's End. Do we have Azorius yet? We do not. Get an Azorius.
Up to 8.
And still on your end step. 2 mana to cast Noxious Revival, putting Explore back on top of my library.
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah.
Untap.
Yeah, that's gonna do it.
Draw for turn. You would have got me if I didn't have that Noxious Revival.
Mm-hmm.
Maze's End.
Yep.
So we are missing. Simic we have, Forest we have, so let's see, we have every single Golgari
Yeah.
and
So you just
Rakdos.
cast
So
Explore.
we get a
Do it again.
Rakdos. And then we're not going to bother Shuffle since we did see that. Well, actually, no, because here is an Explorer. I guess I suppose I could draw the other one.
True. really is punishment.
3 mana to explore.
Yep.
And play Maze's End again as my land for the turn.
Second one.
And 3 mana.
Well,
Up.
respond to that, pump to 6, and then shoot you for 6.
Go to 1.
That's how close this was.
There's Rakdos and Golgari that I have to go find now. There it is.
Yep.
And
That looks like 10 gates to me.
yes, 10.
You got me. I did have another Wanderer, but the problem is my Golem was stopping me from being able to pump this and play this in the same turn.
Oh yeah,
Because this would have cost 2.
because that would have cost 2.
Yeah. And I can't convoke that out because it's not an artifact.
It's not an artifact.
So that doesn't work. Alright, so that was game 1, and we'll see you in sideboards. Alright, sideboard time. So, yeah, this is like the weirdest deck ever to play against, so 90% of these are useless. I'm going to bring in 2 Trinket Mages and a Pithing Needle, because Pithing Needle is the only card in here that really even cares about what you're doing. And it can, like, kind of shut off... This one you can actually shut off the Maze's End, which is pretty nice, because you can name a land. So I think that's good enough that it warrants bringing it in, but everything else here does basically nothing. So, yeah, bringing in these 3.
Yeah, this only stops creatures,
Yeah.
not lands from entering.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise,
And
it would have been ridiculous with
Yeah.
flash lands.
and yeah, things I'm gonna take out. I'm a little annoyed with Lodestone Golem because it screwed me up worse than it screwed you over in that last game. Because usually
I'm only casting one spell, so it's not doing.
and all you do on your turn is you activate 2 activated abilities. Usually,
Yes.
you find a land with Maze's End and then like fog me with your infinite fog. So this is kind of useless. And that game it screwed me over even more. And I'm taking out 1 Wormcoil Engine because I think by the time this comes down, I'm probably already fog locked, and it's just a expensive thing that doesn't do anything. So these out, these in. Go ahead.
As for me, caring about his graveyard doesn't really mean anything to him, so not necessary. Nissa Vital Force could be nice, but again, I don't think it's necessary here, and there's not a lot of room to cut in that list, honestly.
Yeah.
Path to Exile, while Walking Ballista could be problematic, especially since generally he has to grow it for multiple turns, having a path up is nice. The other cards we're bringing in can deal with it just as well, so we don't need the paths. Ramanapa Excavator and Crucible of Worlds. I know this list does have a couple of cards that can destroy lands, so it's tempting to bring some of these in, but we're going to leave them out for now. What we are going to bring in, of course, is the Ancient Grudges and the Bifrost, because it's another artifact list, so it's kind of obvious to bring these 3 in. And Sorcerer Spyglass, again, this could deal with a Walking Ballista, but not too necessary when we have these coming in.
Plus, there's also like Throne of the God Pharaoh, which can
Throne of the God Pharaoh is the
combat,
other one
so.
that can coming out of combat, so hard to say. So what we're taking out is the 1 Simic Charm. Not too helpful here. Being able to bounce a creature when they're cheap enough for him to recast isn't really going to do anything, and giving all our permanents hexproof is meaningless against him, so not too good of a card. Noxious Revival, while it overperformed in that first game, generally not what's going to happen, and it was hard to make a cut, so it ended up coming out. And 1 Norn's Annex. He is more of a creature swarm list, so these are nicer than when we faced his other artifact list, but still going to cut one of them anyway.
Yeah.
Bring these in.
Makes sense. Alright, so sideboards, see you in game 2. Alright, game 2. Let's see if I can get my revengeance. That's what I have. Those are probably never coming in, but that's alright. Go ahead.
And we've got a little bit of a weirder hand this time.
Alright, Island go.
Boros Guildgate.
Draw. Blanky. And here's a chief. Go.
This turn we're going to go for a Plains Crackling Perimeter.
Okay.
Turbo.
Dep. Draw. Don't need that many of those. Here's Manamo, School at Water's Edge. 3 mana for a Grand Architect. And then I will make 4 mana by using his ability for a Traxos, Scourge of Krug, which comes in tapped. Go ahead.
Orzhov Guildgate. Enter out.
Tap. That one doesn't. Draw. That's probably better than what I was gonna do. I think. Doing it this way. 2 Therium Sculptor. Untapping this.
Yep.
Then attack you for 9. Because that pumps.
Yeah, that pumps that.
Engineer.
Prevent all combat damage.
Yep. About what I figured. Here's a Blinky. Here's another Chief Engineer.
Not as helpful as the first one.
No. And then...
Especially now that you have the Architect.
Yeah, this is a little overkill, but we will cast this Traxos. Oh, that comes in tap, so that actually doesn't do anything.
No, that doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I'm not going to bother casting that then. For a second, I forgot these were legendary.
It would untap this
it,
one,
but...
and then you could choose to
You know what?
that
Yeah,
one.
that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cast this, which untaps this, and then keep the old one for legend roll. Yeah.
It's like what you wanted to do, just a little different.
Yeah, pretty close. Anyway, yep, go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn.
Yeah, that was entirely pointless. It's kind of funny.
How confident am I that you're not going to kill me next turn? 7,
14.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, potentially 15.
Or actually potentially 16. Because I could just activate 2 next
But
eye.
it'll be a little less if I do it this way. So 3 mana, going to 16. To cast a Norn's Annex.
Ah, alright. So now I have to pay life for each attacker?
Yes, white or life.
Yeah. Don't have white.
But
so.
you did have 16. Does that kill me?
I don't think so. 16? Well, I have 16 damage.
Yeah, you have 16 damage, so
yeah,
I
that
can
actually
do
would
that.
kill you. Come to think of it.
Yes, that would kill me. Because
1, 2,
you can
3, 4,
pay
5, 6,
the
7.
life.
Yeah, 14, 15, 16.
So I can't do that this turn. So it's your go.
Tap. Draw. Is it actually better than what I was going to do? Probably. How much better, though? Yeah, alright. 14. Holy day. You got it. Here's Trinket Mage. Which will go fetch a Pithing Needle, which I will cast. Well, I guess it's free, actually, because of Therian Sculptor.
So casting it.
So I'll cast it.
Before
And
you
then
name...
just wait, the cast trigger.
Oh, yes.
Taps that.
And before you name...
Well, actually, I don't think you can respond to me
can.
naming something.
So I'm saying before naming, 2 damage to you.
Oh, yeah. Damage doesn't make a difference. 18. Yeah, and then I will name... Thing is, am I worried about that, or am I worried about actually dying to Maze's End? Probably less so at this point. I don't know. Maze's End.
Okay.
Yep. 2.
Untap. Draw for turn. Slednia Guildgate. Three and going to 16 for Norn's Annex.
Yep.
Enter go.
Probably still have another Holy Bane.
On your upkeep, we will path Traxos.
Yes. You can have that.
I don't think you'll have trouble finding
No.
Fate Skyland in that list, though.
Definitely not. Drop turn. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12's the most I can do.
So you should be 12 to yourself as well.
Yeah. Which actually puts me at more of a disadvantage. So.
That's the only source of damage that is positive for you.
Yeah, pretty much, huh?
The others are only even.
That's not even good either. And you have a crackling perimeter, which is actually problematic.
Yes, now all of a sudden it is problematic.
Maybe I should have just nailed that instead. I don't know. I didn't even build this deck. 3 pay life, 16.
13.
Artificer's Assistant. Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn. Yeah, that probably shuts him down pretty hard.
Another Annex.
Going to 11, so only paying 2 life for Norn's Annex. Enter go.
Draw. Okay. The odds of me actually getting away with this are pretty low, I think. There's no way you don't have a fog. Okay. Activate. Pump it. Make it blue. So
That has 4 power now.
So it's 4 power now.
No, 3 power.
And then I will pay 4 life to send these in for 6.
Fog.
Yeah. I knew it. Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn. Enter go.
Untap. Draw. Didn't do anything either. Cards? Two?
2 cards.
Same thing as last time. Yep. Feel the run. Go.
End of your turn, 3 damage to you from crackling.
Put it through 5.
Untap. Draw for turn. Enter go.
Untap. Draw. Useless. Five's not even a good number to be at. Kill myself.
You can attack with 1 creature.
Send in the trinket mage. 1/3. Oh, I need to pay twice.
Yeah.
Oh, what? In which case, I couldn't have even attacked last turn either.
Oh,
You didn't call me on that.
I didn't tell you.
Whatever. Yep, 3.
Well,
Go to 1.
it is Angel Song.
Alright, you got me. So that was game 2, and we'll see you in game 3.
Didn't I win the first one?
Did you?
Yes. With Gates.
Oh, yeah, you did. Alright, never mind. Alright, so that was this matchup. Tons of fun, that was. And we'll see you for the finals!
Where you get
On
to
Friday!
see this again?
Where I get to see this again against another deck that cares about attacking, so that's gonna be great. If I don't Gashoth you on turn 1, you just lock me out of the game again. That'll be so much fun to play and watch for you people at home. So, that's this. See you on Friday.